Okay, today we're going to be talking about minerals of their nature. So we need to know that a mineral is a naturally formed inorganic solid that has a crystalline structure. So by the definition, now we know several characteristics of minerals. They are naturally formed, that is, formed in nature. They are inorganic, that means they are non-living. They are solids and they have a crystalline structure. Okay, but what do we need to know? What terms do we need to know if we are going to be studying minerals? First of all, we have to review what an atom is. Remember that an atom is the smallest unit into which matter can be divided. Just as the cell is the basic unit of life, then atoms are the smallest part of any element and they have the same properties of the element. When we talk about an element, we are talking about the simplest substance that not even a chemical reaction can break it down. A compound is a substance that is made up of two or more elements and they have been joined chemically. So the compound will not have the same properties of the elements. Now let's understand the term crystals. What are crystals? Crystals are solids that are composed of atoms, of ions, or molecules, but they are arranged in a definite pattern. So when we say that minerals have crystalline structure, we are saying that the structure of the ions, the atoms, or the molecules that are held together in a mineral are held together in a three-dimensional arrangement. And one last term that we need to know is native element. What is a native element? Well, they are elements that occur in nature in an uncombined form, and they have a mineral structure. So we could summarize saying that a native element is a mineral that is composed of only one element. Now let's look at the crystalline structure of some solids, because you should know that solids may either be crystalline or amorphous. What does amorphous mean? Amorphous, without a clearly defined shape, which is not the case in crystalline solids. Observe the structure. You can easily trace the repetitive patterns of the atoms or molecules or ions. These are crystalline solids. They have symmetrical shapes, they have flat, smooth, and plane faces which will meet at a characteristic angle. So what are we going to do today? We are going to try to determine whether an object is a mineral or not. If we look at page 66 in our textbook and we look at figure 1, I'll give you 30 seconds to open your books to page 66 and look at figure 1. You cannot miss it. You see a girl looking at some objects. Okay, so what is she asking? She's asking one question that will determine whether an object is a mineral or not. Is the object solid? So what does the girl say? Minerals cannot be gases, cannot be liquids. Is the object non-living material? Because we just said that minerals are inorganic, which means they are not made of living things. Is the object formed in nature? Okay, because this crystalline materials are not made by people, they are made in nature. And if humans make objects with crystalline structures, they are not classified as minerals. They have to be formed in nature. Now, does the object have a crystalline structure? We said that minerals are crystals, that they have a repeated inner structure that is often reflected in the shape of the crystal. And it says here in your book, minerals generally have the same chemical composition throughout. Okay, that is what we are going to be studying today, those 4 questions that allow us to determine whether an object is a mineral or not. Let's do an example now. Let's try to determine if a tooth is a mineral. How would we do it? First of all, we would ask ourselves, is it solid? So we would answer yes, teeth are solids. Are they non-living? Well, not exactly, because a teeth is made up of living material. Is it formed in nature? Yes, it is formed in nature because it is not human beings who make it in a lab. No, it is formed in humans or animals, but it is formed in nature. And does it have a crystalline structure? No, it does not have a crystalline structure, so that doesn't make it a mineral. Okay, now if you read in the web, you'll see that teeth contain some crystals, some apatite crystals. I didn't say appetite, I said apatite, hydroxyapatite crystals. But that's the only part of them that have a crystalline structure. It's not the entire tooth, okay? So teeth are not considered a mineral. So you see how we analyzed each of the questions. We didn't answer, no, tooth is not a mineral. No, a tooth is not a mineral. No, we analyzed, we inferred. So that is what you have to do. Okay, so what is your assignment? In small groups, you're going to discuss during 8 minutes why water, oxygen, and honey are not considered minerals. Then you're going to open the Google Docs titled Minerals Monday, and you're going to complete it individually, and you're going to submit it. And just a friendly reminder, we have an assessment on branches of earth science, scientific models, and scientific methods on Wednesday or Friday. And for next Monday, please read pages 68 through 72 before coming to class. Okay, we're going to stop this video and we are going to see if you have questions on the assignment.